Yeah, hey, in God we trust.
Hey, in God we trust.
Hey, who got the faith?
Hey, you got the faith.
Yeah, I got the faith. Do you got the faith?
Yeah, I got the faith.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in God we trust.
hey, in God we trust.
Keep that faith in your head high. Yeah. Hey, in God we trust. What do you think?
Hey, what do you think?
Not talking to money, I'm talking to God that be keeping me straight.
He keeping me
This life
straight.
could be gone in the blink. Was living with nothing and no kitchen sink. Shower water came from tears, and whenever it rained, out of Dodge, living in a Dodge, and the only thing I had was faith. I was worried about the repo. I was living in a sinkhole. Looking at others and how they was living their life was the secret, like Brink's Code or Victoria. We living in war times, but I always had with me the heart of a warrior. So I never quit. And I had to live in that deficit. But nothing's indefinite. So I pick up my head and I changed up my etiquette. Keep my faith high, it was evident. Not worry about physical, I'm still alive, that's the evidence. He built me up, so I'm never.
What up? 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 What's going on? Happy Sunday afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you happen to be. What's going on? How's everybody? Hope you're well. It is Sunday, February the 9th. Yesterday was a birthday day, which is pretty decent. Let me turn this down. There we go. There we go. So I'm gonna switch up. We're gonna switch up the music for today. We try out some different music just to see how that goes. No, I'm not tired of my Blade Runner live music, but you know, just something a little different. This doesn't really sound like the trap that I thought I was going to be hearing, but we'll give it a minute. We'll give it a minute, and we'll go through. So, as you've noticed, I've set my set the stream up a little differently this time around. Added a couple timers, so just trying to, like I told you guys before, just trying to level up a little bit. So what you'll notice underneath me is actually going to be my Tradeify. I probably need to let me see if I can refresh this real quick, because I don't want to, it may time out because it's been up for a minute. And there we go. Okay, so yep. Okay, so in here basically you'll be able to see, like, if I take an order, or I take a position rather, excuse me. If I take a position in here, you'll see it here and here. And it's more, again, I always say it's more for me than it is for you, but it's just transparency at the same time. So so that's the Tradeify account that's here. And then obviously I've marked everything out in Topstep X. And I kind of want to keep it that way. And just that quick music, man. My goodness. What are we doing?
Hey, yo, what's up with the static, one?
I don't know. What's up with the silence, homie?
There you go. Hey,
I didn't even listen. Okay.
Yeah.
Stop. Stop. We're gonna stop right there. Let's try something else. Let's try let's see what we got in here. This is what happens when, you know, let's try some lo-fi. Okay. We'll So yeah, but yeah. So yeah, yesterday was it was decent. I didn't really do anything. A lot of people were just like, "Hey, what'd you do for your birthday?" Not much. Not much. The crazy thing is, because of the nature of my work and my job, I worked yesterday morning, and what was crazy is even last week, the guy that the guy that I work for, we were talking during the week about something. Somebody else walked up, and one of my coworkers actually had a birthday. I want to say it was like either Wednesday. It had to be Wednesday. So we were talking Tuesday. He was like, "Hey, I'm not gonna be here," and He's like, yeah, it's my birthday. So I didn't say anything, you know. He was just like, oh, okay, no problem, happy birthday, blah blah blah, right? And then I turned around and then, you know, I told the guy I was working for, I was like, well, my birthday is Saturday. And he was like, oh, really? So you're not gonna be here? I was like, no, I'm gonna come. I'll be here. And like, it was like a look of shock. Now I will say, just about every year up to this year, and there's nothing really extra special about this year, but every year I've never, like, it didn't matter what job or where I was, I've never worked on my birthday. But like I said, because of the nature of what I do there, it's like, it's a few hours, it's not that big of a fucking deal. It really isn't. So it was like, let's do it. All right, so enough about me right now. So I did the recap video. We talked about this move back short, right? On yesterday for Friday. I also said that, you know, went against, I'm not gonna smack my wrist because I don't think it was, and it's not because it worked out. It literally, I don't think that it was a bad move. I will say that it was fortunate for me that I didn't get an extreme bounce from the level, but I caught a portion, not this whole move in the PM session, but I caught a portion of it basically back into this level. So right now we're looking at Friday PM session, and what I would like to see, what I'm looking for though is to see if maybe, if we're gonna gap today, maybe a gap down. Super Bowl is today, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my John Madden. It's maybe a clear. I move back inside, back into this fair value, and something like that. That's what I would like to see. But we don't always get what we want, right? Not the way that we want it anyway. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're gonna have to kind of sit on some hands and wait and see what delivers. So short of maybe the 6 p.m. candle opening and giving us the 605, which will take out the low, and some kind of a soup, something like that, we're gonna be chilling and waiting. Chilling. This music, man. Wow. This is absolutely horrible. I mean, that's a little better, but it's just, man. So there's something in here called, listen, at this point, you don't stand to lose anything. There's something in here called Call of Duty Inspired. It's 12 minutes, so let's see. That might actually be appropriate when we get into those positions where it's like a aw shit position. Like, uh-oh, I don't think we should have done that. I really don't think I should have done that.
Immediately regret this decision. Run.
One of those. I mean, that's better than that other stuff a minute ago. But enough about the music. How you guys doing? What's everybody looking forward to this week? We also have like a lot of big news as usual. We got news. We got Powell in the hot seat this week on Tuesday and Wednesday. Powell testifying. We have PPI this week. We have jobless or unemployment claims. We've got continuing claims from last week. I think that's all. I think the PPI and unemployment, I think, is Thursday. Let me see. Let me pull that up again. Don't want to misspeak. I'm positive about Powell because I know he has like 2 days, so I believe that's actually Tuesday and Wednesday. So Monday we're golden, not really golden, but there's the consumer inflation expectation or something like that, but the number is supposed to be in line, but take that for what you will. So I'm just gonna say, like, there's no news really on Monday. Yeah, and that's what it is, huh? Consumer inflation expectations, but it's for January, so it looks like it. I don't know, obviously, but the previous was 3%. The consensus is 3.1. So it's a low economic indicator, and considering everything else this week, like, that's not really going to move the needle. Tuesday, 10 a.m. Powell speaks, so he's got his testimony. Wednesday you have core inflation. We have CPI 8:30, and Powell speaks at 10. And Thursday, jobless claims, continuing claims, PPI, and that's related. That's a month over month, and it is food, energy, and trade. And Friday is retail sales. So that's the week. That's the week ahead. So, needless to say, it'll be interesting.
The markets are open.
And we gapped. Where the fuck did we gap to? Where did we gap to? Shazam. Oh, dear. I was hoping maybe for a gap up. I know I did say down, but I didn't mean it like that kind of down, but apparently. Let's see.
Order filled.
Why? What in the hell?
Order filled.
I'm gonna end up eating it, but we shall see. We shall see. this is actually that actually would be my idea. I can actually take this off because I was only measuring the reaction from NFP. Excuse me. It was a reaction from NFP that I was targeting. Excuse me. And I know somebody is going to say, why would you jump right in? We just opened. Excuse me. It is a little risky. It's very risky actually. But I'm leaning on the idea that we didn't complete a cycle from Friday. And yeah, there may be some wiggle room back and forth, but I'm leaning on the fact that we complete, even though it's electronic trade hours, I'm leaning on the fact that we actually complete it during electronic trade hours. It's either tonight, and just have to be mindful of what I'm looking for as a target. Let's see. So. Yeah, 6:15. Okay, so we're looking at this like from, say, like a opening range gap, a new day opening gap. We opened, we've closed above mean threshold, so it doesn't necessarily mean we keep going bullish, but I'm leaning on that. Like I said, my whole bias is it's long based on the predisposition that we're finishing something that we started on Friday. So we got about 30 seconds for this candle to close. Okay, there's a closure above, but like I said, again, not guaranteed, but let's see. Let's see. Because this is kind of like the moment of truth in a way. You need to close above, basically close back inside Friday's range. Now if it pairs here and it moves away, great. That's a good sign.
Never modern soft coming back with a smack. Beat marathon, I'm a killer on the track. Never modern soft coming back with a smack. Blasting fools never lost his back. Thirsty for blood, even more just like that. I'm a killer on the track. Never modern soft coming back with a smack.
Focus, focus, focus. I had to stop to listen to the music. I'm like, what the heck? What? Stop it. We got serious stuff going on here, sir. I don't know what this hip hop mess. I am indelibly scarred from like South Park with the whole the one scene in South Park, the movie, where they're basically planning the the operation against Canada, and like the general's like, you know, he talks about the operation, and then Chef says, "You ever heard about the Emancipation Proclamation?" The general's like, "I don't listen to hip hop." So it's anytime I hear something that, you know, I got to call in the question, I'm like, I don't listen to hip hop. I don't know what that is. Stop it. This might be a barbecue chicken alert. It might be barbecue chicken. We need to get in. Let us in. I've watched too many movies in my life. I have. Poltergeist 2. Let me in. Oh man, it's too much. Y'all want to go back to the boring, mundane music, or should I find something else? Because I'm not gonna lie, this is slightly painful for me. Not the position, the music. It's a little painful. Six. I'm actually trying to see if I can leverage today and tomorrow as my only days in the market. I don't really want to I don't want to be a participant later in the week. I know y'all are gonna be like, man, you said that shit last week. You said that last week and you still, yeah, I know I did, but I'm saying. There's just too much too much uncertainty, just say it that way, and not really worth risking. My God, bro. Stop it, bro.
Can you feel it burning? Oh my God, this world is hopeless. Feel there's nowhere to go.
What in the absolute... No. What is happening right now? We'll come back to the music here in a minute. This is up and in. So just in case you can't, and I know it's kind of small under me, but well, we were, never mind. I was about to say I'm in a little. I was in a little bit of drawdown, but I mean, you could at least see that it's green under there, and not red. It's red now, but yeah, all good. Keep pulling this because I guess every time I move my neck I pull the cord back down. I need to find myself another headset. I don't mind these, over the ear headphones. I've had them for a while, but maybe look to invest in some different types of headphones. Yo, T-Camp, what's up, brother? How are you, my man? How's your weekend? I'm gonna try with this music one more time. Nice instrumental. I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain, man. I cannot complain. Listen, let's try some damn synthwave. Let's try that. I'm trying everything I can with this music. It's killing me. It's killing me right now. Killing me. Another day, another dollar. Yep. Facts. Absolute facts, man. Yeah, glad you had a weekend, man. Or had a good weekend. Yeah, I'm trying to working. I had to make another joke. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Excuse me, but I don't have to tell you, but been in the. Just feel like I've been in the bat cave. You know what I'm saying? Trying to. Just put some stuff together and yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like, and I know we just got started. I just literally came on. It's been like a little over 30 minutes, but yeah, I'm just looking for some change, man. We're still early in this year. I know. Stuff going on, but even with that, like, I'm just remaining positive and vigilant, and like you said, another day, just trying to progress, just to get better, to improve, and just get to the point where we could do this kind of, y'all are family. We could do this kind of shit, and it's not it's not really hinging on anything other than us just doing it because we want to do it. We enjoy doing it. So the grind and the hustle continues. So we can get back through. We've already tapped back into yesterday, but again, I'm gonna just say it because it needs to be said. Technically still operating in electronic trade hours, even though it's a Globex open, it's still electronic trade hours. So whatever gains we're able to extract, there will be, actually, I look at it as it'll be a good thing, because if I can realize a portion, I'm not greedy tonight, but if I can realize a portion of what my expectation is, which I still kind of feel like, if I show y'all gonna be like, the fuck, really, dude? But I will show you. Ideally, I would be looking for this buy side right now. Ultimately, I'm looking for this up here. And this, like I said, it's from Friday. So this is the second fair value gap underneath the initial fair value from Friday morning. So can you see? Yeah, you could barely see that. Let me lock this real quick. This was basically the NFP doji, and hindsight, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. Doesn't I don't care. I don't care. But high taken, this is obviously, you could look at that as relative equal highs, which you could. But if you're looking at that, you'd be looking up here. I'm looking at this area in here. But I don't know, like nobody really knows where it's going. I'm just hoping and looking at price getting somewhere back into Friday's PM range. But I don't plan on holding this. It'd be great if I could just hold it, but I won't hold it into regular trade hour, and probably before, like, if I depends on how long I'm gonna stream tonight. But the objective is, let's just see. To finish that thought, I'm sorry, I merged like 3 things in my brain together. I'm like, yeah, they got it. You didn't get it because I didn't finish the sentence. I would need to close whatever gains, whatever the position is, before regular trade hour or before even pre-New York, because this, obviously, and you guys already know, this in regular trade hour terms, it never happened. So if we're obviously up here at the open, price could run right back down here again. So that's why I say it would be counterintuitive to, potentially realize a gain this evening and think, oh, it's just going to continue to run where I think it's going, and get stopped out, or at, worst case scenario, take a loss for not thinking ahead. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. But as you guys well know, just because we're looking for it doesn't mean we're gonna get it. But so far so good, unlock that. Throw in one of my infamous horizontal rays here. So that way I can get rid of this. And don't judge me on my pink purple. Market open. Been back testing market opens and the dips or pumps. They have. Wow. I'm sorry. Let me Streamlabs. Damn. Nobody asked you to do that. T-Camp, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Streamlabs is like, it's too much. It's too much, senor. Pass the wire. Pass the wire. No, Tyrone, the message is too long. 1 sec. Paragraph protection off. Off. All right. T-Camp, if you don't mind, and I'm sorry about that, can you just copy and paste it and put it back in? I should literally. Yeah, if it has a big dip, then most likely it's going up. We get like 1-to-1. Okay. Would you? I kind of want to keep my eye on this, but back test the market opens, the dips and pumps, and have most likely your bias is right. Just depends on how far it's gonna go. Yeah, the crazy thing is, man, I swear, between me, you, Ishmael, and there's I can't remember his name. We've kind of been looking at the same thing. I'm not going to say I've been looking at the open. I've been looking at pre-New York for that. And one of the things that I noticed with if as you're doing that, pre-New York and the initial balance, the 930 to 1030, they sometimes point the way too. We'll have to, like, I don't know, maybe I'll set up like a live stream. You just let me know, like, if it's a day, like maybe, and we could probably, maybe if you want to, we could do it one day this week. Like I said, if things kind of play out between today, tonight, tomorrow, per se, I'll wrap it and we can do like the PA account, but we could actually go over some stuff in a live, which I think would be pretty cool. But just let me know what you think, because I don't mind sharing like some of the stuff that I've been looking at when it comes to that. I don't necessarily look at it from like a buy the dip. It's kind of like a breakout trade if you really think about it though. I guess the only thing that I could say is you've got a lot of confluence, like you said, buying on the dip, but also the one thing that'll kind of give it to you as well is when I've used the expression of when we get into the lunch hour, if you see a certain portion of the AM liquidity get run, so it's usually on or about, it can vary, but the more liquidity that the lunch hour runs on, the stronger potentially the confluence is for price to break out in that direction. So yeah, man, whenever you're available, bro. Like, even I know my schedule is a little flimsy. Meaning sometimes I get back here at like 10 a little after 10 in the morning, and other times I might not get back here until like 11. But either way, that's something I'd enjoy doing that. Like I said, I don't know if anybody else would be interested in it, but it's almost like doing like a live stream back test, forward test. I think it would be pretty cool to do. So, all right. So this might be the candle of truth, actually, for this session, because we got like a minute and a half to close. So closing inside will be great. And then as we move into this area, I would want to see, in order to like really confirm, us go through, retest, and continue to go. Like this is, I'm not gonna say this is like the make or break, but this is gonna tell if we're on the right side. Notice that too around lunch, but always get shot. Yeah. So here's let's do we can do something right now, actually. Trying to see if I could do it on here. So obviously we know that Friday was NFP. It's probably not going to be a good, this isn't necessarily a good, well, no, it is. And I'm going to tell you why it is, because it's weird. It's so weird that this is happening. But so I just want to see how this prints. Okay, so we closed inside, so let's see if we continue or if we start our back and forth, our painting, because I do anticipate some back and forth in here. But let me lock my chart. I just want to, hopefully you can see that okay. I just want to keep my eye over here on this. But so this is 9:40, 9:30. Okay, so I typically say around, and it's subjective. My time frame is usually anywhere from like 11, I'd say like 11:20. You can go all the way up to 12 o'clock. I don't go that far. I'll go from like maybe 11:20, no later than 11:45. But the way that you can sometimes tell is when you start getting that late into the morning. So like this is 10:40, that's 10:50. So on Friday, yeah, between like 12:05 to 12:15, this is pretty much where you're topped out. But sometimes the lunch hour is going to give you like a high or low. It was a news day, so we didn't get that. But in most cases, just to give you the premise of the idea and the thought is, I would just look at whatever the high or low was for initial balance, and I literally would just draw a box around it. I'd use my rectangle tool and then just take the mean threshold, which is obviously, like, well, not obviously, because some people do it differently. I just split it. So that's a 50%. So I would say, okay, so from the high of the initial balance to the low of the initial balance, we're here. But if this runs into, say, the lunch hour, I'm going to assume this is 50% of the liquidity run. So if, let's say, just for example, this level was like your initial balance low, and we cleared that, from this point, I'd look to see, okay, what's the retracement, right? How much liquidity are you running on? It doesn't have to come all the way back here. Obviously, it could come further, but when you're talking about, you know, avoiding the chop, sometimes it's just waiting to see how far it pulls back to give you like a better entry, if that if that makes sense to you. Or you could look at areas of like inefficiency or imbalance. So you could look for fair value gaps, maybe around the 50%. Something that might give you, I guess you could say, the confluence that price is drawing to that place. So I hope that made sense, but we'll have to go into, some more detail with that, man. Definitely more detail. No worries, man. Anytime. Anytime. Yeah, that was one of the first things I did, was just to, like you said, just to test it and see. And it was always, how far. There's some people that use they'll use a Fibonacci from the high or the low, and I don't know because I've not done it, so I can only tell you like based on what I showed you. I only use like a rectangle tool for 50%, but I want to say I may have watched a video where somebody was it wasn't really based on initial balance though. I think their rationale was a deep retracement into a discount level and shallow, and how you could tell, and it was something based around like the 25% in a retracement is kind of indicative of a shallow retracement. It just depends. But the point is, you could probably use like a Fibonacci if you're doing back testing and see if, just maybe the standard Fib setup without customized, and then maybe if you do that kind of back test with a standard and you notice that price keeps hitting a certain level on the Fib, then maybe you make a custom Fib and test that to see how many times it hits that custom level. So like you say, it might not be 50% all the time, it might not be 25, it might be something like 40, who knows. But it's a start for data collection for sure. Well, folks, so far so good. Moving up like George and Wheezy. I'm wondering. This is... That is 80. I'm sorry guys, I know I got like super quiet. Just went like into deep thought for a second. Cause see now, well, we're not really in the time and price place yet. We get ready to go to 645. So I'm thinking 15 more minutes in relationship to this fair value gap and what that's gonna look like. Meaning, do we clear it before we get to 7 o'clock, or are we going to reject it prior to 7? And if so, do we come back here? That's my thought. Which constitutes giving back the gain. That's why I stopped, because I'm trying to think to myself, does that make sense? I mean, the move back would make sense, but do I want to do that? Because I mean, for the Tradeify account, we pretty much bagged about 1,200 right now. I'm at 11. Well, it just popped over 12 and 13, and it's gone. So, okay, well, I guess I don't have to worry about. There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee, and yeah, it's gonna reject. Let's see. Let's see if it pops through or if it hangs out. Yeah. It wants nothing to do with that, which is good for us. That is good for us. What's everybody trading? T-Camp, I know what you trade. What's everybody traded besides NQ? In my next go around, I'll be dabbling in copper. Duality, how you doing? Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Let's see this reject. What are you trying to do, T-Camp? You still... Stop it. I thought we were cool. Why you fading me? Why are you fading me? I tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. I'll make a deal with you. You can still fade me, but I want to invalidate your order block, and then we'll reclaim it during regular trade hour. And then I know you're looking for shorts. I know. That's why we have this online brotherhood. I go one way, you go the other. It's literally like a brotherly perspective. So I think I'm older, and I had a birthday yesterday, so I'm probably older. So the big brother is saying, hey, listen, young bruh, I want to invalidate your order block. I want to invalidate it because, you know, I need to big bro needs to get what big bro needs to get. Thank you. Yeah, let your big brother get his present, and then you got it. Regular trade hour, you got it. I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be out the house. You get the full retracement back to PM session sell side liquidity, and gone. Hell, get a sell stop. You get it primo.
Where am I? Am I alive yet?
Yeah, it's gonna post up, but well, not at your expense, you know that, but yeah, I needed to smack it. Ooh, I almost got myself in trouble. Actually, that's not getting me in trouble. That's another movie reference. That's a Blank Man reference. Where he's in the alley and the dude, the pimp is trying to get the lady to give him money. He's like, hey, stop hitting her, hit me. And the guy's like, what? And he's like, yeah, you could smack me around. They call me Susie. He's like, okay. Where's my money, Susie? So yeah, I needed to smack this order block real quick. And like I said, even from my horrible John Madden before, like even if it doesn't clear it right now, I would still I forgot. You probably be the one person in the chat that's gonna know most of the references that I give, but yeah, if it does hold, I'd be looking for that. So yeah, it's gonna run. And this was, yeah, that's gone. That's gonna go. Yep, there you go. Yeah, it is, but it's like literally it's exactly what I said. That's something else. I don't know how, because I've never professed or pretended to be any kind of educator, but I'm not going to start now. However, I did want to like, if we're going to do like the breakout for the morning and the dips and liquidity, the runs on liquidity, kind of what I just said about electronic and regular trade hours, want to kind of do something on that too, because I think that's one of those situations where some people feel a certain way when it comes to like having a bias, and then if the bias is invalidated, they're like, oh well, that wasn't I wasn't right and that didn't work out. And then in a lot of cases, it's not that your bias was incorrect, your timing, you didn't time the market. And coming from somebody like me who, like in a case like this evening, my timing was right. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say I was right. My timing was the way. So your idea with the order block, it probably would pan out, and it's possible that now that it's been time and price, time and confirmations, so that's why I said, like, somebody would look at that order block that you were looking to hold, and they're going to say, oh, well, it's invalidated now. And then there's some people that feel, just based on how they've learned and whatever backtest, they feel like once an order block is invalidated, it's no longer any good. And that's not true. It's no different than an area of fair value, or we don't look at imbalances the same, but I'll just say fair value and order blocks. You could reclaim an order block, come back in, pair price, and then it will hold for its intended purpose. So that order block is it might be paramount to like all the news that we have coming out and the speculation later in the week. Turns a breaker for you. Well, yeah. But I will cautiously ask you this. When it turns into a breaker and price comes back into that level, do you expect the breaker to hold, or do you expect price to go through? You wait for the okay, you're answering the question. Never mind. Wait for the retest below. I got you. This will just be risk off at this point. And that is now risk off too. We got about 2 minutes until 7 p.m. What's my target? I'm targeting out of these two areas of fair value, essentially I'm targeting right in here. So for me, it's an area of fair value, but I'm treating it almost, as you said, as a breaker, because I don't know what price has in store once we get up here. I'm thinking that this may hold, but I don't know. So that's why I said this is like my ultimate long target right now. And then I'll need more information. But based on how it's delivering right now, and I absolutely mean this shit, this might be like my one and done for the week. Because, well, it's probably going to be my one and done. Because I'm not going to have, like, and this, maybe somebody hears this that needs to hear it. Yes, it's a 150K combine. Yes, it's a 9,000 goal. Probably be about 6 or whatever from that. But if I get a really good pop today, why risk it in a high volatility week where somebody would say, yeah, why wouldn't you if you know what's going on? Because I don't have to. I'd much rather take my time and know definitively or have an idea than to push it. So, but I say that to say, get out of this one this evening, and then I could sit back and watch and see how price delivers. And then maybe going into next week, kind of like coming into today, I can frame it in a way that makes sense, that I can take advantage like today. So this may be a little hiccup. That is, let's see. Actually, it's gonna be in here. It's gonna be in here. Because this is gonna be its own zone. Story of my life. Story of my life. Yeah, I think this is the hiccup here. And we're in one right now. Yeah, we're in one right here. I'm thinking. I know y'all are gonna get tired of my all my damn rectangles and shit, but got about 15 seconds before the 7 p.m. candle closes. Trying to see. I'm almost, well, there's no almost in it, because I'm kind of looking at this as kind of like a breaker of sorts. And again, same idea, same premise, a clear above, a retest, and a continuation. And then likely that's why I started laughing, saying like the story of my life, right? If this is my target, I then feel like by the time we get here, it's gonna bounce and we're gonna be back and forth in here for a minute. Now eventually maybe it gets up here, or maybe it just bounces and it rejects back down. But that's just it's just what I'm thinking. Yeah, it is. It is. And again, it's right back to what, we were talking about before. It's that whole time and price thing. The one, I guess, the thing that it doesn't unnerve me, but what I would be thinking about right now in terms of getting through is 8 o'clock. Because no matter where we are at 8, it's almost like price is still doing like the Honda warm-up thing, the Honda engine warming up. 8 o'clock is like, okay, we're warmer, we're ready to go. And price tends to spool at the beginning of Asia, even on a Sunday. So it's just a matter of, are you going to continue bullish, or is it going to spool bearish? So that's something that over the next 53 minutes or so, I have to kind of just consider. Again, no shame. I mean, I've done fairly well for Sunday. And, Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's pretty well dying down right now. 30 seconds for the candle closure here. It's a body closure above. There is a rejection. It's within the previous, which is the 7. This is right at the threshold. But again, just remember, it's still a soup candle. So something to consider. Damn. That was my elbow, ladies and gentlemen. Shit. Like, what in the hell? What was that? So... Huh. Yeah, I know, right? Oh well. Decisions. So here's what I think I'm gonna do. My idea is, again, these two areas of fair value, right? So if we run this one, inevitably we should close back inside here, which I'll zoom this back out. So if you see, this was the area of fair value that we ran through. My thought is, if we clear this back into here, we're probably going to continue lower. So this is kind of like my cut it and run. That's 612, 619. So I'm saying we could do a mean threshold. We can come back into consummate encroachment if it's going to come back into this area of fair value, right? I need to change that. I just made it a different color for So it could come back here. I don't want it to come back here. That's just me. That's just me. Because I feel like if you're going to retrace that far, you're going to close through CE, you're going to definitely come back here. So, and again, what have we had? One-sided delivery this entire time. There's no equal participation for, well, that's not true. If you consider opening gap, we do have, we've got sell and buy side, but it's essentially just been one-side delivery this entire time. So it's not unreasonable for a retracement. But if the higher objective hasn't been met, we should kind of keep going. It doesn't mean you can't have a pullback, but you would anticipate if the objective hasn't been met yet, you're going to continue to go until it's achieved. So we're erring on that side for right now, but let me make sure on this account, do the same thing. There we go. All right. So let's see. I think we finally found some decent music. I mean, I could live with it. It's not burning down the house, but it's not, you know, it's not that foolishness from earlier. I wonder if we kind of just roll back and forth in here right now. What you guys think? You think we just bounce in here? Don't think I'm getting a move tonight. Yeah, that's right, because you're short, right? Or you're looking for shorts. I think we're just clearing this. I think we're just clearing the 7. Yeah. I know you're gonna be like, you're gonna be like, man, why didn't you tell me that at 7:06? Actually, yeah, no, that's not gonna help you. I'm sorry. Because you're looking for shorts. I would tell you, you might be able to get in on this long if I could interest you. So I didn't do it at 6 o'clock. However, we got 20 seconds. If you get a soup here, because this is a 7 p.m., it's going to close inside. Well, that's not to say that the 720 won't continue short. I was going to say you get a soup of the 7 p.m. Even in this 720 candle now, we get a wick below, you could target the high, and or it takes this out. You could protect through fair value here and maybe just ride it long. But if your bias is short, like, no part of what I'm saying to you are you buying right now. You're just like, no. I am not interested in your long, sir. I am not. Yeah, the only short, like at this point, that I could see is a rejection from here. And that's not a guarantee, obviously, in any way. Or a short from up here, if that's to happen. But obviously I love you as a brother, but as your big brother, I don't want to see that happen right now. Later, not now. Yeah, I think we're gonna bounce here for a bit. Excuse me. This is just a real, it's kind of like a muddy water kind of area right now. Because I'm literally, like I said, I'm at the point where I'm looking, like the confirmation for me is a soup here. Right? And it doesn't have to soup it. That's just the the additional confirmation to say, okay, yeah, we're not done long, right? A structural close, like I said, we've got an area of fair value, and then just my invalidation for continuation is here. Well, really, it's not here. It's at the high of the third candle for this fair value. It's this high, so it's the bottom of the fair value. So I can concede the 7. I could even concede the CE of this. Below that, I'm out of the concession business. Okay, so now that's the clear. And we've got 30 seconds for this candle to close to get to 725. So if we get the soup here and a close, yeah, so if that's the soup, that's my continuation. That's a continuation long. All right, 2 seconds. So that's a soup of that level. Never really understood the soup. Chicken noodle or tomato? I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I couldn't help that, man. I've been making soup jokes for hell yeah, ramen. It's a liquidity sweep. That's the easiest way. The sweep is a wick. A liquidity run is going to be body closure. So the whole quote unquote soup is literally just a wick through. But as anybody would say, or somebody would be quick to point out, they would say, well, yeah, on another time frame it's a body closure. It is, and fractally it's going to look like body closures on maybe, say, well, it will actually on a 1 minute. You're probably going to have one bearish close below and a bullish close below this candle. But it's like a higher, the way I understand it and the way I process is it can be a higher time frame fractal. So on a 5 minute, obviously, if you were trading a 1 minute, you see the soup. On a 5 minute time frame, you could drop to a 1 and basically get more out of this candle range on the run back up than you could on a 5 minute, essentially. So double bottom or tweezer on the 1. Yes. Yeah. The second, well, I guess that would be the same concept. So it's basically the second candle. If you see the closure and the open running a low, the second candle in that tweezer or railroad tracks or whatever somebody wants to call them, like in terms of the candlestick structure, if the first candle is bearish down, the second one is bullish, and it's run a low, then you should see price long. And then the inverse of the reverse. If the high is taken, the first candle should be bullish, the second should be bearish, and you should be looking for a short or shorts to be apart. But again, it's still, at the end of the day, it's still like a fractal concept. So even a 5-minute, this could be invalidated just based on, and again, forgive me, but just for clarity, because there might be somebody watching and listening and don't know what the fuck we're talking about, but it's a fractal concept. But if the order flow on a higher time frame does not, or excuse me, if the 5-minute soup doesn't align with the higher time frame confluence and that order flow, it could soup and then it can reverse back out, because it's still going to be seeking something lower before it moves higher. So that's why on this very live stream and this channel, you guys have seen me take like the 5-minute soups that just, I become barbecue chicken. So excuse me. So you just got one damn candle on a 1 minute. Yeah, it was clean, even on the 3 minute. That was pretty clean. That's an entry in yeah. And what I was looking at was actually a couple things. Yeah, it's a beautiful pin bar. I figured since we were talking about it, someone was like, just go look at it. But it's like so many things that line up here, right? So even if you didn't get the pin bar, you just have to wait. This candle closed above, barely, right? Or you could have waited. You had a small imbalance here that respected the low. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's too bad it's just not that clean when we're typically looking for them. Or like this inversion that looks like it's setting up here. So let's see. But all good. Am I? Yes. Yeah. I've been in a position since about 6:05. So yes. So I'm in my Topstep practice account here, and just underneath me here I'm in my Combine account. So I'm in just one contract long. Looks like we're coming up to the moment of truth. Where am I looking to get out? Ideally, I'm looking at the target that I set up here for me, for myself, for me. Now I'm talking about myself in the third person. I need food. My target is basically the second fair value gap from Friday's AM session. But I realize that I have PM buy side, and then I've got this area to get through. So maybe one of these two, and I may close just to see if this gets hit. I don't think we're going to see this before midnight, if we see it at all, but that's what I would be looking for. That's where I'd be looking to get out. I just think we're gonna be back and forth here. $23.02. And this candle's gonna close in about a minute. So that would have been bearish. We essentially inverted here. We're in the second bearish fair value. So 15. Yeah, it might take a minute to get through this, or it may not get through it, but it's kind of like I was just talking about a minute ago with the two areas of fair value on the 5. If we hold that previous high, I'm getting in with you. Okay. Well, I'm probably gonna hold this because just on a 15-minute, I haven't gone higher. If we've already inversed this one, there's a probability we're gonna inverse this one. So it was bullish to bearish, maybe back to bullish. That is what? $21,699.25. Okay, so that is here. All right. All right. Well, good luck. And I don't mean that facetiously. I mean that genuinely, T-Camp. Good luck. Because we did clear out the 7. Hey, don't do that. me and T-Camp go way back. My brother from another mother. So yeah, I know how that sounded. That's why I had to fix it real quick. Tried to fix it. Because there are people out there that's like that. They'll be like, oh, you fading me? Okay, we're going to see. We're going to see right now. Fade me if you wanna. But yeah, hey. He could tell you he's faded me on live before. And I've been chicken and he's been filet mignon. It's happened. Had a limit order at the 50. Okay. I might get flamed for this. I don't think you will, though. I don't think you'll flame me. But and I'm going to preface what I'm going to say by what I say, like in the recorded videos as well as the lives. Don't believe me. Just go like back test it, and do not use the replay tool. Just go back and look at price But find those areas, regular trade hours, even electronic trade hours, where you run into multiple fair value gaps. And in the times where you see them stacked and you see one run, sometimes it's like indicative of that whole structure or that intermediate structure collapsing, like the second one won't hold. It's not all the time, but when you see consecutive fair value gaps stacked, like if they're stacked bullish, price, if it comes back into the first one, should move away quickly. If it doesn't and it lingers, just, you can take it from me, because if you notice, some of my positions are counter trend, like I'm a contrarian. If they linger, sometimes it's going to take you out. There are times where it works out. So that's why I say just back test it, because you'll have some success with them. It just depends on where it is and what time. So back to that same narrative we were talking about earlier. Time and price. Like here. Like I literally said, if it comes back here, like I'm out, I'm done. I'll take whatever and I'm done. Because I'm presuming if this is not going to hold, this may, but if this doesn't and it comes back into here and it hangs out, it may be looking for something else short. So I'm not going to be interested. So, but we shall see. That's a little baby fair value gap there. Here. That's a CE. Body's respected. About to say, I might have to change that music and go tone deaf. That shit didn't change. Be like, huh? And what T-Camp didn't tell you is, if he read the price and he sees a move that is in opposition to mine, he knows that he's probably about a good 75 to 80% chance he's going to win it. He's going to win it. And he's right. Nah, T-Camp is a shit, man. couldn't get my first short, and it just printed the month. Well, just be careful of this. Like, that's why I came back up to the 15. Be careful of this candle. That's 7:15. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna close. I just wanted to see if this closes in here. So that is 71. Yeah. So I honestly feel like I have a decision to make, and it's not going to be wrong really either way. And the decision is, it's roughly 10 minutes before 8. Do I just take what I have? Hey, what's up, Chris? My TP is up at 21,848. That's where it's at. Because I don't know. Up 190. Good shit. Congrats. I gotta turn off this auto my damn screensavers. Should be freaking me the fuck out sometimes. Like, I'll have it to where it's supposed to rotate and change. And I could be looking at the damn screen and then I see something. Like what? Let me see. What is it right now? Yeah, it's like trees and like a hawk and some shit. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, where the fuck did the bird come from? What the fuck is going on right now? Screensaver. Yeah, congrats, T-Camp. I'm glad you're able to get something out of that. It's 41. That may be too tight, but we'll see. Change this as well. All right. Camp, you're on. Never mind. I answered my own question. I remember. Did you trade London at all? Or have you traded London in the past before? Or I can't remember if I asked you that before or not. All these damn boxes. Anybody watching the game? Is it even a game or just curious? Used to be like a really big football fan, but not so much anymore. All sessions? Okay. Say what? Philly up 17. Wow. Wow. That's interesting. What thank you, Wavy. What quarter is it? Or is it well, I gotta remember. 7:55, so it's still. Yeah, that's why I asked what quarter, and I realized the game probably started at what, like 6:30 or some shit, almost halftime. Yeah, this is the second half, so. Yeah. Yeah, like I got 3 up. I have my 2, and alright. So yeah, this is like Moment of Truth 1. Because this level here was that 15-minute fair value. So closure through that it makes it an inversion on the 15-minute. So let's just see. We're kind of just into this candle. We're gonna have like 3 more minutes before this candle closes, and then we get to 8. So. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to catch a little bit of the game. See what kind of tomfoolery goes on in the second half. See if Philly could actually hold on and win one. Excuse me. This is a really interesting place for price to just kind of stop. With a minute and a half before this candle closes for 8. Because it's either going to go up, it's coming back down, or it's going to do... It's going to do a Harlem Shake before it decides what it wants to do. Either way, it's on Harlem Shake, but... less than a minute. Nice push. Can we get through here? Can we get through 700? Can we get through 700? Going once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5, 20, 25. Waiting for halftime. Man, stop it. Stop it. I would ask you who was performing. I really, doesn't matter nowadays, but all right, 10 seconds, let's see. Kendrick? Yeah, they don't. That's why I said like it really doesn't matter anymore, because it's just a watered down product in my opinion. It really is. So I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Because we closed. Yeah, we closed on the threshold. So I'm not buying that. I'm not buying the shorts, is what I mean. Yeah, I guess the second half will be where it's at. What's the score? Wavy, if you don't mind. Or T-Camp. What's the score? If they're up 17, what is it, like 24-7 or some shit? Like, what the fuck? They're fucked. Stop playing. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. 17-0. Has anybody seen I mentioned the movie earlier. Anybody seen South Park the movie? I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm really not. But I don't know, Wavy. I don't know if it's raps for them. I don't know. So I'm just gonna say it's a good thing that live streams are recorded and they go back so people could potentially say, nah, you didn't say that, you didn't. Forget that dude. He don't know what he's talking about. Right. So here's what I think, Wavy. I don't remember which Super Bowl it was. However, I do remember the participants. Simpsons guy. There was a Super Bowl that I believe there was a team that was up like, what the hell was the score? Like 20, was it 28-3 or whatever it was? Oh yeah, that Super Bowl that Matt Ryan thought he was going to win with the Falcons, playing the Patriots, and some people in Vegas saw the odds of bets over a certain amount of time. Hey, I'm not talking about your Falcons. I'm just saying. Thank you, Wavy. 28-9. I'm just saying that you have the fan duels now. You got the prize picks, and I realize, because I'm not a gambler. Don't judge me. I know what we're doing. This is not gambling. That's beside the point. Stay focused. Focus. You have all of these sites now, and I know you pretty much have to have your picks in, but there's still certain aspects where people will do whatever they do with bookies at half times of games and say, hey, take my money from here and put it on this team. So I'm just saying the Eagles could be up 17-0, but if the Chiefs come back and win, there was a certain amount of money that was hedged. Pick 3 for 100. Yeah, there's money that was hedged that said, can the Chiefs win 3 in a row? What's the chances? What are the odds? In Philadelphia, and maybe, I don't know who was the favorite. I would like to think the Chiefs were. I would like to think. But if it's a pick'em game and you chose the Eagles, you're feeling good right now. But didn't the Chiefs beat the Bills by like 3 points in the championship game? And they were down in that game too, weren't they? Just saying. Like, I say all of that to say the Chiefs are probably going to win the game. Unless the fix is in and there are people that think like I do that they're going to come all the way back, and maybe they come back and they tie the game and the Eagles kick a field goal that win the game like 20-17. I don't know. That's the conspiracy theorist, I guess, in me. That's that guy. Okay. So 8 o'clock soup. We got the soup. We got the cream of mushroom soup. Barkley to run about 85 yards. Yeah, I guess him getting out of New York is looking good right now. Right now. Do we keep the soup? Don't invalidate the soup. We like the soup. Don't do that. I don't even know what kind of fucking accent that is. I'm sorry, guys. I got carried away. So about another minute for this candle to either this will take it out or the next candle, perhaps. What's that 1 minute structure looking like? Close inside. That's a close. This is just very, very interesting right now. That's not a bad idea. That's definitely not a bad idea. Yes and no. Whenever, if I trade like the 6 p.m. open, sometimes I could be in and out either successfully or unsuccessfully by Asia or a little bit after. But yeah, just if I take something at the open, yes. And the crazy thing is, I prefer post New York open, either pre New York or like right after the open, like anything after 10 into the lunch hour in the afternoon. What are you doing? So this might be chop. It might be. Yeah, I don't know that I want to sit through that. So I think what I'm gonna do is not be greedy. All right, Wavy. Yeah, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the game, and thanks for coming through. I appreciate it. That's the pair. That's the pair. Now I can either reject or it's gonna continue. It's one or the other. But here's what we're gonna do.
Order filled.
I'm gonna get out. So combine done. That's 3,000 bagged. That account is at what is that? There you go. Realized 3,010. That's the P&L for the day, and I think after commission it'll probably be like 3,000 and whatever. But no, I didn't hold to my full TP. I don't feel like I have to. And just as I said before, thank you guys for being here, because any other lives for the rest of the week is in a PA account. I'm done. That's enough for me in the combine for the week. So appreciate it, T-Camp. Thank you, brother. Yeah, that's enough to just kind of sit, and then honestly, the PA is still running, so we'll see if it delivers to what my TP was. If it does, great. That just means that, again, it sets up the confluence, and it also sets up bias and delivery for maybe next week if we follow it for the remainder of the week, or take some time, as T-Camp and I were talking about, do some lives about some other things, but still follow price, and then you just set yourself up to be successful another week, instead of playing the game of, hey, we got in and out, and hey, there's more on the table because of volatility. There's always going to be volatility to some degree, and it's one of the reasons why I don't mind, in some cases getting chopped up if I think that there's a reasonable bias. But like I said, T-Camp could tell you, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but take the dubs and the L's the same. So yeah, it looks like this is going to continue to push her. Absolutely. Absolutely. And not to mention, I will say this, because I did mention this earlier too, this is all electronic trade hours. So for all intents and purposes, as far as those that trade regular trade hours, none of this happened. Absolutely, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, T-Cam. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm literally probably about to exit stage left here myself. I'm gonna leave this running though. Like I said, it's a PA account. Just want to see what the delivery is, and actually before I head off to bed, I'll know whether or not it's come back and stopped me out, and it'll stop me out in profit on the PA. Or if it just continues to run, and it's either going to do one or two things here. It's either going to stop me out in profit, or maybe I catch it before it does whatever. It kind of tops out. But either way, guys, I appreciate everybody that came through. Wavy, thanks for the sub. I appreciate you. Who else we have in here? We have Hollywood, Mr. Lopez, Alex, thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Duality Crypto, thank you. T-Camp with the with the paragraphs. But yeah, Wavy, Hollywood, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much, everybody else that tuned in. Thanks for coming by, stopping by. Tomorrow should be live. It'll be a post New York AM session. As I said, depending on what time I get back in, probably be sometime after 10:30. We'll see what the market has done. We'll see also if there's, well, I'll be able to see before I get back where price opens, and if we run back down to take out the sell side, and see what regular trade hours offers, because there may be an opportunity to catch this back up. So that might be the outside hope. If we don't deliver tonight, we may get it back up. All right, Alex, thank you. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you guys later. Take care.